Hello people, welcome back to Fantastic. The investors of Reliance Industries are slightly worried because of its underperformance to an index, and suddenly the market news pops up in the market about Reliance Industries, about Mukesh Ambani. He's actually been fined by SEBI for an insider trading case, and this actually escalated the concerns further. So there might be many unanswered questions in your mind, like what is this matter exactly? Should investors be worried about it? Is it going to affect the performance of Reliance Industries? Is this matter closed, or Reliance still has any defense against SEBI for this matter? So we are going to find out answer to all these questions, and I'll try and simplify the matter to you. So now without further ado, let's just understand it. Actually, to understand this case, we need to go back way back in 2007 when this insider trade actually literally took place. Yes, you heard it right. It happened in 2007, and as you all know, delayed justice is a little bit common in our nation. So SEBI had imposed this fine in 2021 now, and that's why this news pop up. So let's understand it step by step now. So let's understand what exactly happened in 2007. So in the month of November, in November 2007, 12 entities which were directly related to Reliance Industries made short positions in the futures of Reliance Petroleum Limited. Now, Reliance Petroleum Limited was a different company other than Reliance Industries way back in 2007. Later on, it merged into Reliance Industries, so that is a different thing. So before, it was a different company. And talking about short positions in futures, so if you are not aware how the short positions in future works out, so just assume that if you are having a short position of any stock, and the more and more the stock falls or goes deeper, the more and more profit you will be making. So these 12 entities had made short positions in the futures of Reliance Petroleum Limited. So on November 29, the last day of the monthly expiry, just 10 minutes before the end of the trading session, Reliance Industries sold almost 2 crore shares of Reliance Petroleum Limited. Now, this was a huge volume of selling done, and that is why this created panic in the market and the stock collapsed further and further. So this huge volume of selling and huge downfall was investigated by SEBI, and SEBI investigated and found out that these 12 entities had made short position to make out profit out of the selling which Reliance Industries had done. So in short, if you understand this, you can figure out that these 12 entities already might be having the news that this stock is going to be sold out and it is going to fall, and that is why they made short positions. So when the stock falls down further, they'll be making profit in this transaction. So Reliance Industries at that time actually sold 4% of its stake in Reliance Petroleum Limited, and SEBI also found out that Reliance Industries as well as these other entities made a profit of whopping 447 crores from this transaction of short position. So as per Reliance Industries, if you ask them at that time, they said that they were following the rules. But the problem was that these 12 entities which made positions and short positions actually did not mention or did not declare their relation with Reliance Industries. They actually mentioned that they are independently doing these trades, because see, I have mentioned to you in the previous videos, when a huge kind of transaction is to be done in a particular company, or the promoter or the hierarchy person is taking a position, a big position on particular stock, they have to disclose that. So they did disclose this, but they did not disclose their relation to Reliance Industries. They said that they are independently taking the trades and they have no relation to Reliance. So this actually sounded very suspicious, because they made short position exactly at that time when Reliance was going to sell out the stake and the profit was going to be made. So and also in addition to that, they also sold off they took positions which were actually outside the permissible limit. So more than the permissible limit was the transaction done by these 12 entities. So Reliance argued that these 12 entities, if you see individually, they did not breach the limits, but SEBI already knew that all these entities were working as per the instruction of Reliance Industries, and all the trades that they did can only be authorized by Reliance, and then only they could go forward with it. So SEBI was aware that even though individually these entities did not breach the permissible level given by SEBI, to all the companies, as a group they had exceeded the permissible limit. The story actually doesn't end here. Reliance also had one more defense, that they had already decided to dilute the shares of its subsidiary, which was Reliance Petroleum Limited. So they were already aware that the stock was overpriced at that time, and they wanted to sell the shares and raise money out of it by selling the stake of Reliance Petroleum Limited. But as they were not able to sell it at a desired level that they wanted to, that is why they took short positions to cover up the notional kind of loss that they were going to make if the stocks fell down. So they actually made short positions to cover up the notional loss because of the fall that was going to come when they are going to sell the shares, and according to them they thought that this was legal to do, and it was kind of a hedging strategy for the selling that they were going to do. But SEBI notes that there is no kind of documentary evidence for this claim made by Reliance, and as per they write in the judgment, it is also clear from the submissions of RIL that it did not draw up a hedging policy, and it is also a matter of surprise that in a large corporate of the size of RIL, major operations in the market are not guided by approved policy plan, which will minimize the scope for individualistic discretions to come into play. SEBI had already directed back in 2017 to RIL, which is Reliance Industries, to pay the penalty of 447.27 crore rupees along with the interest, which is at calculated at 12% per annum from November 29, 2007 to the date of its payment, like to the payment date it was given. And in addition to that, SEBI also imposed a fine of rupees 25 crores on Reliance Industries and a fine of rupees 15 crore on Mr. Mukesh Ambani in January 2021. So in short, if in like 2-3 lines, if I want to summarize this, if I want to tell you something about it, then I would suggest that, see, whatever the transaction took place, whatever this insider trading case was, legally speaking, it was not wrong in any way, but this was definitely manipulative. This was definitely done by twisting the laws in some kind, taking advantage of the loopholes in the law. But if you also see like the end of or the moral of the story, when these kind of morally wrong things happen, moral of the story comes that the regulatory bodies, not just for the name's sake, they took out action even when the person in front of them was Mr. Mukesh Ambani, who is like one of the wealthiest person in the country. So they did not hesitate to take action against these people also. In the past, maybe SEBI did not, maybe there might be instances SEBI did not work out these kind of regulations, but now SEBI is working very strictly and taking action against all kind of activities like that. So these kind of acts actually restore the confidence and trust of investors or any kind of people who are connected to the stock market. So that's all about this case. Trying to find out, like, if you have to give one or two unanswered questions if they are left out. So the major question I think would be left out was, do investors need to worry right now? See, actually speaking, that Reliance had already paid in 2017. They had already paid the penalty of the profit they made way back. And if you see the fine which is imposed in Jan 2021, 25 crore plus 15 crore, which is 40 crore. This actually seems like a negligible amount if you see the size of Reliance Industries. But obviously, definitely the image of Reliance Industries has been tarnished in the short term, and that is going to take time to build brand equity, because Reliance and Mukesh Ambani are struggling to maintain its brand equity amid this current farmers outbreak also. So Reliance can actually challenge this decision in the court also, because legally they have the right to do so, and obviously in the short term it is going to take time to build up its brand equity again for Reliance as well as Mr. Mukesh Ambani, as they are struggling with many this right now. Because of this current farmers outbreak, the sales are impacted. Sales of Reliance Retail as well as Jio have been impacted. The Inshaute Aramco deal is also there, and there are many more challenges in front of Reliance right now. But always remember that short term pain or short term fallout always brings out opportunity for the long term also. So be brave. So if in any kind of way this video has proved helpful to you, like getting information, understanding the case totally, getting market updates, so any kind of way, if this channel has been helpful to you in any kind, and if you are interested to get more and more updates for these kind of stories and these kind of market updates, you need to support us for that. And for supporting us, you also know what to do. Subscribe to our channel if you have not yet. Hit the bell icon to get the updates of the latest video when they are uploaded. Like the video if you have liked the video, like the content in the video. Leave a comment for any kind of suggestion or feedback, and see you in the next one. Did you know? In the same case, it was observed that Navi Mumbai SEZ, Special Economic Zone, and Mumbai SEZ have allegedly aided and abetted Reliance Industries by providing funds to one of the agents appointed by Reliance Industries, who in turn provided funds to other 11 agents to making the margin payments for short positions in Reliance Petroleum November futures. So, SEBI has fined Navi Mumbai SEZ and Mumbai SEZ for 20 crore rupees and 10 crore rupees respectively.